Good morning, dear children. Let us continue lesson 10, verb tenses. In the previous classes, we studied about the simple present tense and present continuous tense. In today's class, we will take the next topic, that is about past tense. Here, first we'll study about simple past tense. What is a simple past tense? We use the past tense to indicate an action completed in the past. Action started in the past and completed in the past. For example, I went to London. Example, I went to London. But in all the sentences, we know the verbs indicates the tense. Here the verb is went, and here the verb went tells us that the action of going to London took place at some time in the past. The verb went tells us that the action of going to London took place sometime earlier. It indicates the past action. So, the action, we use the past tense to indicate an action completed in the past. Dear children, simple past tense can be used in various types of sentences. We can use simple past tense in affirmative sentences, which are also known as positive sentences. We use simple past tense in negative sentences, and we use simple past tense in interrogative sentences. And interrogative sentences are of two types. The first one is yes no type question, and another one is WH question. Once again I will repeat, the yes no questions are the questions whose answer we simply get in yes no, and WH questions are the questions which are beginning with WH words. For example, who, what, when, where, why, all these are WH words. Dear children, let us see the structure of the sentences. How to frame sentences in simple past tense. First of all, we'll see the affirmative sentence. What is the structure of affirmative sentence in simple past tense? In simple past tense, we use subject plus past tense form of the verb, which is also called second form of the verb. We use subject plus past tense form of the verb. See the example, she sang. Dear children, here the past tense form of verb can be followed by the object or cannot be followed by the object. It depends on the sentence. So here subject and past tense form of the verb. She is the subject, sang is a verb. Sang is given in its second form, past tense form of the verb. We know sing, sang, sung. So, sang is the second form of the verb or past tense form of the verb. In affirmative sentences, we always use second form of the verb when we frame the sentence in simple past tense. Now, dear children, let's see how to frame negative sentence in simple past tense. The structure is subject plus did not. Did is the past tense form of the verb do. This is the auxiliary verb, past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. And not is the word of negation plus the verb in its base form. Subject plus did. This is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. Not is the word of negation, and the main verb is in its base form, the first form of the verb we use. Then it can be followed by the object or cannot according to the sentence. Let's see the example. She is the subject. Did not. She did not sing. Sing is in the sing is the base form of the verb. So The negative sentence we frame, she did not sing. She did not sing. And my dear children, the auxiliary verb did, in the past tense we use whether the subject is singular or plural. With both the subjects, singular and plural, both the subjects, we use the helping verb did. Now look at the board again. Let's see how to frame interrogative sentences in simple past tense. Interrogative sentences are of two types. First one is yes no question and the second one is WH question. Let's see yes no question first of all. The structure of yes no question is we use did in the beginning of the sentence. Did, we know it is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. Did is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do, plus subject and then the verb in its base form. Did plus subject and the main verb in its base form. Let's see the example. Did she sing? Did is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. She is the subject and sing is the main verb in its base form. Did she sing? And dear children, whenever we frame interrogative sentences, never forget to put the sign question mark at the end, the punctuation mark, final punctuation mark, that is the question mark. Always remember to put question mark at the end. Sometimes students make all the sentence complete sentence, means without any mistake, but forgets to put question mark. Should not forget to put question mark at the end. Now look at the second kind of interrogative sentence, that is WH question. WH questions are always beginning with WH word. WH questions always begin with WH word. Once again I will tell you, WH words are the words like who, when, where, why, what, who, whom, all these are WH words. And WH word plus did. Did is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do, plus subject plus the main verb in its base form. Once again see the structure. WH word plus did plus subject and then followed by the base form of the verb. Let's see the example. When did she sing? When is the WH word. Did is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. She is the subject and sing is the verb in its base form. And at the end, question mark. When did she sing? So I hope, dear children, you understood the structure of different kinds of sentences in simple past tense. Once again I will repeat, it is already given on page number 87. Affirmative sentences, subject plus the verb in its second form, past tense form of the verb. In negative sentences we use subject plus did, that is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do, plus the not, the word of negation, plus the verb in its base form. And interrogative sentences, yes no type question we make, we begin with the auxiliary verb did, that is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. Did plus subject plus the verb in its base form. And WH question we start with WH word plus past tense form of the auxiliary verb do, that is did, plus subject plus main verb in its base form. Go through the structure given on page number 87 thoroughly. Dear children, with the help of the given structure you can frame many sentences. So your homework is to frame 5 sentences. 5 affirmative sentences, 5 negative sentences, and 5 interrogative sentences for your practice. Dear children, let's see the different uses of simple past tense. When do we use simple past tense? First one, to talk about a past event. To talk about a past event. The event, the action which already took place sometime earlier in the past. When we talk about that event, we use simple past tense. I studied in Lucknow University. I studied, the verb studied tells us that the action took place sometime earlier in the past. So, to indicate, to talk about the past event, we use simple past tense. Second one is to indicate past habits. To indicate, to express the past habits. Our habits are routines which we were doing earlier and now we are not following that. When we want to indicate the past habits, we use simple past tense. Let's see the example. As a child, I always woke up early. Action of waking up early was my habit in my childhood. As a child, I always woke up early. So, work is given in simple past tense. The verb is in past tense. Third one is to narrate a story. When we narrate a story or when we write a story, we always write a story or narrate a story in a simple past tense. Let's see the example. Once upon a time, there lived a king. There lived a king. We narrate a story in a simple past tense. And dear children, I hope you understood what is simple past tense, what are the structures for different types of sentences in simple past tense and the uses of simple past tense. Please go through it, revise it on page number 86 and 87 given in your book and try to solve the exercises. Dear children, let's see the next topic of this chapter, that is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to indicate an action that started in the past and was going on for some time in the past. Action started in the past and continued for some time in the past. In other words, the past continuous tense indicates an ongoing action in the past. Past continuous tense indicate an action that started in the past and continued for some time. Was going on for some time in the past is called past continuous tense. Dear children, let us try to understand with the help of this diagram, this timeline. See here, point A indicates the past time and point B indicates the present time. I was teaching in Kathmandu. I was teaching in Kathmandu. I started my job in 2003 and I continued my job till 2009 and at present it is 2020. Action started in the past and continued for some times in the past. That is called past continuous tense. Action started in the past and continued for some times in the past. It indicates the ongoing action which continued for some time. I hope you understood what is past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to indicate an action that started in the past and was going on for some time in the past. Dear children, let us learn the structure of past continuous tense. how to frame the sentences in past continuous tense. The structure of past continuous tense is the past tense. Past continuous tense is equal to past form of the be verb. Do you remember what are be verbs? Is, am, are, was, were, all these are the forms of be verb. And here we use past form of the be verb. And past form of the be verbs are was or were plus main verb plus ing form. Progressive form of the verb we use, ing form of the verb we use in continuous tense. In all the continuous tense, the main verb is always followed by ing form. Clear? So, the structure is past form of the be verb, that is was or were, plus main verb in its main verb plus ing. Dear children, we know the use of was and were. Was we use when the subject is singular. He, she, it and all the singular subjects. We use was. And were we use with all the plural subject. And was is used with I also. I, he, she, it and all the singular subjects. And were we use we, you, they and all the plural subjects. Let's see the examples. I was reading a book when you came. I was reading a book when you came. Action was reading. Subject is I. With I we use was. Was reading. Was is the past tense form of be verb plus reading. Read is the main verb plus ing form. I was reading a book when you came. Now was reading, when we read this sentence, when we focus on the verb was reading, we come to know the sentence is in past continuous tense. Simran was driving my car last week. Simran was driving. Simran is singular subject. So we have used the verb was. The helping verb was is used. Driving. Drive is the main verb plus ing form. We add with it. So Simran was driving my car last week. They were playing together without any noise. They were playing. Dear children, here the subject is plural. So with the plural subject, the helping verb were we use. They were playing. Playing is ing form of the verb. So I think the structure of past continuous tense is clear to you all. Past continuous tense is equal to past form of be verb, that is was or were, plus main verb plus ing form. Dear children, let's understand the use of past continuous tense. When do we use past continuous tense? First one is to talk about an ongoing action. To talk about an ongoing action in a particular period in the past. To talk about an ongoing action, the action which continued for some time in a particular period in the past. See the example. I was living in Hyderabad from 1994 to 1997. I was living. I was living in Hyderabad from 1994 to 1997. See, there we can see a particular period of time in the past, 1994 to 1997, and the action of living there continued for some time. That is why we have used the sentence in past continuous tense. Second one is to indicate the repetition of an activity during a period of time in the past. To indicate the repetition of an activity which is going on repeating in the past. Our neighborhood dogs were barking all night. Our neighborhood dogs were barking. Action, activity is being repeated here, we can see. So, to indicate the repetition of an action in the past, we use past continuous tense. Hope you understood this topic. What is past continuous tense? Once again, I'll revise. Past continuous tense is used to indicate an action that started in the past and continued for some times in the past. And the structure, I told you, we use the auxiliary verbs was or were plus the main verb plus ing form. Was or were plus ing form of the verb. It is the structure of past continuous tense. Was we use when the subject is singular and were we use when the subject is plural. And the uses of past continuous tense to talk about the ongoing action in a particular period of time in the past, and to indicate the repetition of an activity during a period of time in the past. So, dear children, your work is to write the definitions in copy. Definition of the past tense, simple past tense given on page number 86, and past continuous tense given on page number 88. And exercises try to solve by yourself. And dear children, in the book, the given exercises, almost all are fill in the blanks type exercises, or the space is already given in the book. You can do in the book itself. Need not to write all the exercises in the copy. And the exercises which you are supposed to write in the copy, I will instruct you. Thank you.